Hello Yu-Gi-Oh players, how are you today? Welcome to another episode of Making a Good Duelist. And it's simple. Buy a $1,000 deck and there you go. You're good. But I'm serious right now. And I'm kind of sick, so just bear with me. I might appear a little bit slower than normal. So, making a good duelist, I'm going to get straight to the point. 3 things, okay, I'm going to talk about. Targeting. When your opponent has a card that targets a card, like Call of the Haunted, Monster Reborn. Okay, don't respond to that Call of the Haunted, or Monster Reborn, or Book of Life, until they have selected a target, an appropriate target. It helps you to make calculated plays. You can't just go, oh, I'm a Call of Haunted, I'm a Solemn Warning, and okay. What was the point of that, really? Making rush decision. So, Call of Haunted, you're supposed to wait for them to target. They target a card, guess what? It's a card that doesn't even do anything towards you. Why even go bother the Solemn Warning, or Bottomless, or Trap Stun, or 7 Tools, or Dark Rod? Why do those things? You saw the card that they're targeting, you're like, okay, it might do something to my field. I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm not gonna allow him to do that. Negate. Good. But if you chose something that didn't really do anything to you, you can save your cards for something that's bigger. That's how you do it. That's how you make a good duelist. And some of you guys are like, you're not a good duelist. Come on, this is just simple, logical things. It's common sense. Well, it's supposed to be. Another thing about it, I'm going to give you another example. My opponent summons Caius, and you go ahead and bottomless trap pole. You didn't even let him target. Okay? Oh, now he's going to choose the card you didn't activate. Get rid of that. It's important. You lose out when you skip allowing your opponent to target. It's a rule. You're supposed to let them target first. Don't be an idiot. Oh, Caius, what's your target? Oh, I choose that. And guess what? It's bottomless trap hole. Chain it. Also, you can't change your target. Once you target a card, you can't just say, okay, I'm going to choose that one instead. No, you target a card, your opponent responds to it, you can't change it. Can't change it. Simple as that. It's cheating. Alright, so targeting, we talked about that. What targets? That's another video. How do we know our card targets? That's a whole nother video. Number 2. When a card special summons a monster, you must negate the card to negate the summon. You can't negate the summon after the card that summons the card, the monster, resolves. It's cheating. Yu-Gi-Oh players need to know that. And going into depth about that, that's a whole nother video. I'm going to just give you an example. I activate Monster Reborn. Did you want a Solemn Judgment or Solemn Warning it after I target? No? Alright, bring out the monster. A Solemn Judgment, Solemn Warning. No, you can't do that. I already targeted. You said Monster Reborn, Call of the Haunted, Book of Life was good. Now the monster is summoned. You can't respond to it with a Solemn Judgment, or Solemn Warning, or Black Horn of Heaven. Even though you can't negate Monster Reborn, Black Horn of Heaven. Dude, you can't. If I virtual summon a monster, it's not a cost. Attributing for a virtual monster is not a cost. Okay? It's not. So, you activate the virtual card, and they choose something to special summon. They special summon it. You can't just, oh, Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment. You can't. You have to negate the card that virtual summons the monster. Same with Miracle Fusion. Polymerization is a big example. Oh, polymerization for this card. It's all one effect. If you want a Solemn, you can't just say polymerization, okay, that's good. Send the monster to the graveyard, then special summon and Solemn Warning and say, because you can't, okay? You just can't. I'm sorry, I'm getting angry because I'm sick. You can't do it. It's annoying. I'm trying to talk. You can't. Polymerization, sends the monster to the graveyard, you go Solemn Judgment, they're going to get the cards back. Don't be like, oh, you can't get those cards back. I Solemn your monster. No, it's all in effect. That's cheating. It's cheating. Number 3, you have to ask your opponent for a response each and every time. Unless your opponent says, hey, I don't have a response, man, then keep on going. Or you will cheat. Both of you guys are held accountable for that. If someone cheats, both of you guys will probably get a game loss or a warning by the judge. That's simple. You can't get mad that if your opponent didn't get a card from Ghost Sarcophagus and 10 times later they get it. Because it's mandatory effect and you know it, so you get it. You tell your opponent. Unless you guys were both completely aware. Even if you both are completely aware, you still need to tell them. Okay? You have to ask your opponent for a response. You can't skip. Even as simple as this, if the monster gets flipped and have a flip effect, don't just pick it up when it gets attacked and send it to the graveyard and then say its flip effect activates. No, it flips, it's still on the field. Activates, targets, resolve, monster then goes to the graveyard. If you follow the steps, it will help a lot of you guys out with rulings and a whole bunch of other stuff, and not responding and forgetting things. If you just clearly go to the duel, step by step, think about what's going on. Don't be, I just splashed my cards on the field and it was a duel. No. I'm trying to make you guys better. That's how you get better. Follow the rules. Follow the rules.